Gods, this is country. I've half a mind to leave them all behind and keep going.
And half a mind to go with you.
What do you say, just you and me on the Kingsroad, swords at our sides? A couple of tavern wenches to warm our beds tonight?
You'd have asked me 20 years ago.
There were wars to fight, women to marry. We never had the chance to be young.
I recall a few chances.
There was that one, oh, what was her name? That common girl of yours. Becca, with the great big tits you could bury your face in.
Bessie. She was one of yours.
Bessie, thank the gods for Bessie. And her tits. Yours was, Aleena? No, you told me once. Meryl? Your bastard's mother.
Wylla.
That's it. She must have been a rare wench to make Lord Eddard Stark forget his honour. You never told me what she looked like.
No, will I?
We were at war. None of us knew if we were going to go back home again. You're too hard on yourself. You always have been. I swear if I weren't your king, you'd have hit me already.
Worst thing about your coronation, I'll never get to hit you again.
Trust me, that's not the worst thing. There was a rider in the night.
Daenerys Targaryen has wed some Dothraki horse lord. What of it? Should we send her a wedding gift?
A knife, perhaps, a good sharp one, and a bold man to wield it.
She's little more than a child.
Oh. Soon enough, that child will spread her legs and start breeding.
Tell me we're not speaking of this.
Oh, it's unspeakable to you? What her father did to your family, that was unspeakable. What Rhaegar Targaryen did to your sister, the woman I loved. I'll kill every Targaryen I get my hands on.
You can't get your hands on this one, can you?
This Khal Drogo. It said he has 100,000 men in his horde.
Even 1,000,000 Dothraki are no threat to the realm. As long as they remain on the other side of the narrow sea. They have no ships, Robert.
There are still those in the Seven Kingdoms who call me usurper. The Targaryen boy crosses with a Dothraki horde at his back. The scum will join him.
He will not cross. And if by chance he does, we'll throw him back into the sea.
There's a war coming, Ned. I don't know when, I don't know who we'll be fighting. But it's coming.
That's it. You'll be fed. And tired.
Rapers. They were given a choice, no doubt. Castration or the wall. Most choose the knife. Not impressed by your new brothers? Lovely thing about the watch. You discard your old family and get a whole new one.
Why'd you read so much?
Look at me and tell me what you see.
Is this a trick?
What you see is a dwarf. If I had been born a peasant, they might have left me out in the woods to die. Alas, I was born a Lannister of Casterly Rock. Things are expected of me. My father was the hand of the king for 20 years.
Until your brother killed that king.
Yes. Until my brother killed him. Life is full of these little ironies. My sister married the new king, and my repulsive nephew will be king after him. I must do my part for the honor of my house, wouldn't you agree? But how? Well, my brother has his sword, and I have my mind. And a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone. That's why I read so much Jon Snow. And you? What's your story, bastard?
Ask me nicely and maybe I'll tell you, dwarf.
A bastard boy with nothing to inherit. Off to join the ancient order of the Night's Watch. Alongside his valiant brothers in arms.
The Night's Watch protects the realm
Yes. Against grumpkins and snarks and all the other monsters your wetness warned you about. You're a smart boy. You don't believe that nonsense. Everything's better with some wine in the belly.